And Woody likes the crooked cock.
Wherever it goes. Okay.
You know what? An animal I wasn't 100% sure was real was that blob fish, where they, you know that fish where it lives in like a million feet underwater or whatever.
Monkfish,
and when they pull it up, the pressure fucks it, and it basically like turns it inside out, and it has this cartoony face. And it wasn't
with the big nose flopping.
I was just like, this looks like a practical effects like goblin face. This doesn't look real. And then you see what it looks like before it's been fucked up by pressure. Pretty normal looking fish.
And it's not that weird.
I believe
just
that
a
one.
fish. Yeah.
Does it kill them to like expose them to the
Yes.
low pressure?
Yeah, they die from it.
Yeah.
They're like
when they reel it up,
and
it has a
slowly
complete body transformation.
So every time you see this picture, just know that is dying a horrible death.
Oh yeah, it's like imagine someone reeling you at 100 miles an hour from base camp at Everest to the top, and you're just
yeah, exactly. See what that pressure change?
No. It's worse than that. It's like being put in a vacuum.
Worse, yeah.
It's like it's like being put in a vacuum because they're used to like all that pressure, and now none. That's.
I hate that this fish came out looking more human.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Like it's like a 10% transformation towards being just an ugly guy.
It's got a big nose.
Literally. It's fucking
it kind of looks like Peter Griffin now.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
Whenever I go fishing, like in the lakes locally, most of the time those fish will die if like I'm running a plug 20 feet under, because they have the air bladder in them that they adjust to how high up and down they want to go. So if like a fish is 30 feet down and you rip it to the top and it doesn't change its air bladder, whenever you throw it in a live well, it can't adjust and it'll just sit there and suffocate after like an hour.
Jesus.
So that's why like a lot of the time fisher, whenever they pull them up, they'll like stab them in the air bladder, then throw them back. Like, here, have fun. Or to put them in the live well for a while. Because otherwise they'll like, whenever you see on those like
I've never seen a fisherman stab a fish in the air bladder and say have fun.
You do that
That's
to
awful.
throw. Okay, not to have fun. You do that to throw it in the live well, so that way whenever you hold it up on camera later, it's not a dead fish that's been rotting in a cooler for 2 hours.
Okay.
But the issue is that they get suffocated because they're not adjusted to the depths. So that's like 30 feet in a landlocked lake. Imagine the bottom of the ocean getting ripped up that fast.
You think there's any? You think there's anything interesting down there? Like you think maybe there's some like intelligent, like fish people, like in that movie The Abyss?
I don't think there's fish people,
sure
but I think there's got to be cool sea monsters, creatures, stuff that lives in the deep that we don't know about yet.
Well, I was reading National Geographic when I was locked up. It said that they estimate that we have discovered 98% of all species that exist on land and approximately 2 to 4% of species in water.
Yeah, but I don't care about all of those shrimp that they want me to discover.
That's what it would mostly be.
Yeah,
talking about fucking aliens.
Yeah.
There's 80,000 kinds of shrimp down there. You guys give
us a new whale.
He's right though. That's what it largely boils down to. Would be technical species differences.
I want a monster. I want something like enormous.
There would be monsters.
We don't know, bro.
It's true because of the the gravity there or whatever it is. They tend to be bigger, apparently.
Wasn't it like
the deeper sea makes bigger creatures?
I just watched a video about it. It's because of their buoyancy.
Didn't they not even have like 100% evidence for the giant sea squid until like relatively recently?
Yeah.
They'd be like, there's these big beak-shaped bites taken out of this sperm whale's stomach that washed up on the beach. We theorized it could be a giant squid, and then they found it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's suckers. They would find the scars from where the sperm whales would fight the squids, and they'd have these scars on them, and it's from the suckers of the giant squid had like a hook in them or something, and but. Yeah, I think they're
what a crazy battle.
And then I think have you ever seen
epic?
Have you ever seen the picture? It's actually video of like it's under an oil rig, and there's that long like tall creature, like maybe it's either
it looks like a squid,
a squid or a jellyfish or something. It's some kind of horrific looking thing. It looks a lot like the aliens from what's the Will Smith movie Independence Day. It looks a little bit like them. It's fucked up. Super scary. That I've always been afraid of like the deep ocean and all the stuff in there. I could imagine if I imagine myself being like neck deep in the ocean and just bobbing up and down. That's a real scary scary place
At night.
to be.
Something huge coming up underneath you.
At night or day. I don't know that day is a lot better than night. Like I feel like at
it's
night
the worst
maybe
no matter what, because you have no chance. Anything that wants to fuck with you can fuck with
and you can't get away at all.
The same way, like
No, you're
if
fucked.
there was a shark, like a nurse shark, laying in the middle of a public park, I can do anything I want to that thing. Run up
It's
and
in our
head
territory.
kicks. I'm spitting on it, pissing on it. Like I can do whatever I want because it's in my domain.
But when we go to their domain,
yeah, they're gonna fuck us up.
we're
I
getting
was
rolled.
thinking, like, I know the sperm whale and the giant squid, they have their little rivalry. I can't imagine that is like a winning record for the squid. Like that's the sperm whales have to be like Alabama up until this year.
Yep.
Just every
Gotta
year
be.
the squids are like, this is the year we've been drafting steadily. Our defense is solid. Fuck, it's a whale. We keep forgetting. We should have picked a rival that wasn't the biggest carnivore on earth. A whale with teeth the size of Brock Lesnar's forearms.
Bro,
Maybe
I'll
this
tell you
isn't-
what, sperm whale are terrifying. Like stories
meanwhile,
about
the poor
sailors being
squid-
killed by them. Oh, word.
Yeah. Oh, the sperm whales also, they can like click at such a resonance that like it kills you in the water.
I heard
Maybe
about that.
this-
Yeah, like so they can like shoot, like flick essentially fish as they're going to hunt them. Yeah.
Where they can like, or whatever that noise
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. Like
Boom.
it's like an
Yeah.
air bubble that like a
stuns
concussion
them.
thing. Yeah.
Maybe this
yeah.
isn't interesting to people, but this was like a new fact to me within like the last couple of years, and it was mind blowing to me. But maybe not to everyone. Maybe I'm just an idiot. But sharks are older than trees.
Yeah, that's true.
That
Yeah.
always fucked me up. I
Mhm.
was like, "What?" That's just like
I
crazy
know
that
that's like
sharks being-
scientific, but it doesn't
just-
make sense.
It's the weird
Well,
thing to say.
The family of organisms that became sharks started evolving before the organisms that became trees did. So
That's
sharks were
pretty
around when there were no trees in the land at all. They were primitive. I mean, we're talking like hundreds of millions of years ago, pre-proto sharks, but technically sharks existed before trees. Yes.
Yeah. And they
I read that
crazy.
fun fact not too long ago as well. I was like, that's fucking weird and also interesting.
I think some
Yeah.
species of shark, they say like haven't significantly evolved in eons, which
Right.
is like pretty wild that
They were
like,
perfect already.
they got to the peak.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it was like, okay, if any shark is born without these features, it's a net negative and that will be bred out.
Yep.
Like, what's the
Yeah.
ideal shark? Exactly this one.
Apparently it exists.
great-
We've been
eyes
saying
on the
this for a while.
sides of the heads, like
Yeah.
2 rows of teeth.
You got a good point. It's kind of
Constant,
nature's endorsement that if you can prove that something hasn't evolved in a million years, they pretty much got it right, it looks like.
Yeah, and like us, like we're not even close to peak. What the fuck are pinky toes? Like we're
That's how
we're
I-
getting
Yeah,
rid
there.
of those
That's how I-
earlobes.
That's
we
how I
doing?
find the corner of the wall at 3 a.m. My pinky toe.
Yeah.
There's no
It's like,
greater
hey,
pain. Hey,
Well,
but
hey.
to the people skinners of Juarez, you will not. I dare you to stub Woody's pinky toe against the corner of a wall in the middle of the night for every night for the rest of his life. We still won't pay.
For the next
still
3
won't pay.
nights, then.
Yeah,
Would that mean?
That's
Would
a
that mean
brutal one.
pinky toes are like narwhal tusks, just like bumpers?
Yeah,
To see
yeah.
where you go.
Yeah,
Basically,
it's a sensory organ. No,
That's
pinky
where our
toes.
tusks went.
I ended on that note. I love the
That was
wordplay.
the best
Very
shit
nice.
I've ever heard.